I'm Margaret Kerrigan, and this is Art Market Minute from ArtNet Pro. It's Monday, September 15th, and these are the top market stories going into the week. ArtNet's mid-year intelligence report, out just last week, reveals that auction sales in the first half of the year weren't great. Fine art sales at auction between January 1st and June 30th totaled $4.7 billion, an 8.8% decrease from the same period in 2024. But on a slightly more positive note, that's less than the 28% decline seen between the first halves of 2024 and 2023. There were some other welcome signs of possible stabilization, too. For instance, U.S. sales fell by just under 1%, which is much better than the whopping 24% drop between the first halves of 2023 and 2024. Meanwhile, auction sales in France grew by 4.8%. Just one price bracket didn't decline. The $1 million to $10 million range totaled $1.6 billion, a 13.8% increase from the same period last year. It was also the only one to see an uptick in the number of works sold, around 6.7%. And that's great news because this price range shrank the most of any segment between the first halves of 2023 and 2024, despite being one of the most consistently lucrative areas during the preceding decade. And lastly, the average price per artwork sold online is down around 3% from the same time last year. But the average sale price rose 3.9% compared with the second half of 2024. Christie's has quietly closed its digital art department amid the prolonged art market contraction and a sharp decline in NFT trading, which fell from $2.9 billion in 2021 to $197 million in 2024. The auction house said it will now integrate digital art into its broader contemporary category. 2 staff members were let go, with 1 specialist remaining in New York. Despite earlier landmark sales in the field, like Beeple's Everydays for $69 million and Human One for $29 million, the department's closure reflects shifting strategies across the industry. The National Gallery in London announced Project Damani, which includes building an ambitious new wing that will cost around $540 million, of which around $500 million has already been quietly raised behind the scenes. The gallery will also begin collecting paintings spanning the full 20th century. Up until now, its acquisitions largely stopped around 1900. According to director Gabriele Finaldi, the new acquisition strategy will be developed in collaboration with Tate, which has long focused on international art from 1900 onward. Lastly, you may have noticed our new How to Make It in the Art World mini-series hitting your podcast feed. Made in partnership with Art Market Mentors and hosted by ArtNet's editor-in-chief Naomi Ray, this 4-part series offers actionable career advice from insiders who have built lasting success in the industry. The latest episode explores taking creative risks with Fair Warning founder Loïc Gouzet. Take a listen. That's it for this week. You can get more details on these stories on news.artnet.com. Make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever else you get your podcasts to stay up to date on the latest news in the art market. And please also take a minute to rate and review us to help others discover what we're doing. Art Market Minute is produced by Sonia Manalili and me, Margaret Kerrigan. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.